Drones are scary. Okay. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we are going to be talking about the film Eye in the Sky. This is a film about a group of people who are operating a drone strike and trying to complete this mission to take out some high value targets, and things get complicated very quickly. Helen Mirren is one of the stars of this film. She plays this colonel who is trying to get this strike to happen no matter what the legal consequences are. She's just trying to get this thing taken care of because she's been hunting these specific individuals for 6 years, and she finally has the best opportunity to take them down because they're a threat to national security, to a bunch of other people's security, and so she wants to use this opportunity to kill them and with the drone, and that's her character. And it's one side of the story. And then we also have Alan Rickman, the late Alan Rickman, who I love seeing on screen and who's a fantastic actor. This is probably one of his last films, if not the last film that he did, and he is fantastic in it. He has this certain demeanor when he's doing his acting, which thanks to the Harry Potter films I'm very familiar with, but even just some of the lines just remind me of snapiness, and so I just loved it. He plays another colonel who is, I believe, in Britain, and he is just watching all this stuff happen from a teleconference, and he is with a bunch of British officials and having to kind of deal with these people debating on the ethics of what they're going to do, because this film brings up a lot of the consequences of war in regards to is one civilian casualty worth the lives of potentially, in figurative language, 80 potential other casualties. And it's just kind of bringing up those different issues, and I really like that the film explored that, and it did it very, very thoroughly, because we see the debates going on with Alan Rickman's side. We see Aaron Paul, who's also in this film. He is the one actually operating the drone, and just the dilemma that he is going through in his mind, because essentially in this movie, like I said, we have these high value targets in this one building. They are basically going to have suicide bombers go somewhere and blow themselves up and take down a lot of people, and they have the opportunity to stop them. But there's this little girl in the way who just happens to be in the blast radius, who is selling bread. She has nothing to really do with this, and then Aaron Paul does not want to try to get this girl killed, and so that becomes a big dilemma in the film and one of the big ethical centerpieces of it. I really like that we got to see all the different situations, just kind of the levels that these types of decisions have to go through in order to eventually get decided and confirmed or denied. And it was a really cool process to see. I don't know how factually realistic it is, or how often they have to go through a bunch of chains of command and refer to a bunch of different people in order to get things approved, like these strikes, but it was a very cool thing to see for me, because I know very little about this stuff. My other real issue with the film is that by the end it got to be a little bit long for me. I felt like it could have been shortened just by maybe 10 minutes and it would have been just the perfect length, and that would have been good for me. I also kind of wish that at the end they would have had kind of some facts about drone strikes, because this is a very anti-drone, anti-war movie, I felt like, at least, and it's just because it brought up a lot of these ethical dilemma issues, and there's not really a completely morally right angle to go at with these things sometimes, and it just kind of explores that, and I really enjoyed the movie because of it. I found it to be really interesting. It kept my attention for almost the whole entire time, and yeah, I thought the performances were fantastic, and I love that I explored the consequences of war in a very realistic and very almost tragic way that our modern world has come to. But guys, those are my thoughts on Eye in the Sky. I definitely say check it out if you have the opportunity. I think it goes wider release this weekend than it has been, or if it continues to go wider and wider, definitely check it out when you have the opportunity. But those are my thoughts on it. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like the film as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, fair, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, for great people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.